Okay, hello everyone, playing some ranked finally. How do I deal with this? What I mean is I can take advantage of that. So I guess I'm trading off one of these. How many of these do I want? 6. I only have 3, so these are going to be 4 4s. Or if I trade one off, I'll get 4 3 3s. Guess it comes to the same thing. I can't risk him buffing up this board. He's going to trade everything here. Don't let him do the 2-2 buff. And he'll probably want to trade one of them off into here anyway. If he does buff the board up, then yeah, he did. Oh, I called it. So it takes off 2 of the 4 4s. Nice, perfect. Didn't damage any of these 3 little ones. And yeah. Wow, nice. Yeah, she just gave up. Yeah. Yeah, because I would just kept controlling the board, building up my lead there. On a 62% win rate here so far. Stake. Let's go for Diamond 5. So plays about like 10 to 15 games with this just in one sitting. And we've climbed pretty quickly. I would say we've got about 60. I'd say about 62% with the games we've played today as well. Been pretty consistent. Alright, so we've got 1 2 3 perfect, or 1 2 3. This looks like a lovely curve here. Got options. Okay, do we have a weapon? No. Okay, not ideal. So we've got to go here, don't we? Bit slower. See how can. Was it going Divine Shield? I guess it must be Divine Shield because he wants to maximize the bonus effect, doesn't he? Oh, he got reborn. Alright. Let's just give this a yeah, this Divine Shield. Trade that off. We'll just play it slowly and just have to bear this annoying sticky. He's got workhorse. I got workhorse. Is this better than workhorse? Can't see how that could be. Maybe next turn. If this does make sense. Unless he buffs them up. He doesn't have coin. Yeah. Gonna have to go all in here, I'm afraid. Let's go for 2. I have to hope this hits. At least kill the 2 horses. Yeah, good. Right, that probably saved the game for me. Doesn't mean I'm going to win, but that was critical there that I took out 2 of them. If he buffs these up, I'm in massive trouble. Okay. Good face. So I play this, trade one into there, and then play the duck. Ooh, this is a different way to play it. Got to be careful, he's got 3 damage here, that's 10. I've got to kill everything here. 10, 8. 2, 3, and I can't play anything else. I need 4 spaces for this. Still gonna need a bit of a miracle to win this. I probably need to put a couple of taunts down. I've only got 1. Right, we'll see how it goes. I have to get very lucky to win this because we're very far behind in the health, and that is important in the mirror matchup. But we have the board, and we can still get the board back with Mother Duck and Canvassaur. But we do need to put Taunt up. Yeah, he's going for the damage route. What's he got here? We've got our location for 7 damage potentially next turn. I think we have to put a taunt down, and then we'll buff everything, I think. Yeah, we'll do this. Got another taunt, that's nice. Another 2 taunts. And missed the point of damage there with the order, but so we've got wow, and this has got the divine shield. Finally getting some luck today. Let's see what he does here. Oh, this is not looking good for him. Okay, we got 15 show. We got lethal. We got lethal next turn, and he's got an empty board. He has to get something from that. He's rush on something. Yeah. This must have rushed because he already had poison. Okay, here we go. This is his last chance. Ah. So we're looking at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we got lethal.
You will not be forgotten.
What's this do?
Well fought,
Oh, well, that would be fun. Well, I'd have liked to play that one. Just discard the only card he's got in his hand. Right. Okay, nice. I wouldn't say the smoothest run to Diamond 5, but a very quick one. It's such a fast deck, this. And it's, yeah, it's boring. It's actually, considering, actually, I'm actually going to say it's not so boring. I think that was quite a bit of fun there. There's a lot of decisions there. Maybe I'm just been a bit spoilt with the different types of control decks we've had recently. Armored Demon Hunter, Value with Quest Mage, Dragon Warrior, Control Warrior, Quest Warrior. Just aggro does get a bit boring, but yeah, a lot of the games I had today were very different. It is a limited deck, but because it combines minions with weapons and spells, you have to think of it. Alright, let's have a look. Where is the deck? Have a look at the deck. Beast Hunter. You can see how far down the list it is. Here we go. Alright, Beast Hunter, classic aggro deck, aggro tempo deck, because it does top out quite high with your finishers, with the Supreme Dynamats and City Chief Esho. So you're trying to curve every turn, every game you want to curve 1, 2, 3 ideally. You could do a 1, 2, 4 or 1, 3, 4 and hope you fill the gap. But ideally, you want to be able to play maximizing your mana every single turn. So we've got for 1-drops, we've got Catch of the Day you want to keep and Dreambound Raptor. Those are the 2 1-drops you want to keep. Apparently, Scout Keychain is not ideal to keep. I do tend to keep it though, because it does guarantee me a turn 2 play as well. In case I don't have one. And even if I do have a turn 2 play, it gives me an option. But of course, the 1/1 which doesn't do anything, it's a beast, but it's not ideal. It doesn't really get you going quickly. But it can set up sort of like a turn 2 catch of the day where you could just trade in the 1/1 for the 2/1 which you summon for the opponent, and you do shenanigans like that. Ancient Raptor, you would have thought perfect 2-drop. Also, not the best 2-drop to keep. Basically, try to mulligan for a curve. Because you don't want to, if you have a 1, 2, 3 curve, like let's say you've got your Scarab Keychain and your Ancient Raptor, not the best one to, but you've got to, you have to look at your third card. If your third card is also a 1-drop or a 2-drop, then consider just swapping them out. But if you've got like a Mother Duck or something like that, it's very risky swapping out your 1 and 2 drops. You might hit one of the high cost cards and then you're completely stuck, and that is usually fatal with this deck. You need to be on board. You need to be contesting board right from the beginning, or at least from turn 2. So definite keeps are the Catch of the Day, Dreambound Raptor. Yeah, if you're against the class which can coin out, still play this on turn 1, you waste their coin. Against like a rogue demon, even Demon Hunter, which can just get rid of it for 1 mana. I'll think about it with Demon Hunter, but if you've got like a rogue or a mage or a Death Knight, which needs 2 mana for the hero power, then you could risk putting this out turn 1 if you think you're going to get a good turn 2. I would be hesitant playing this if I didn't have an immediate follow-up, but if you've got nothing else, just put it down as a 2/1. Can do a job. It draws their attention, might interrupt their curve because they think they have to deal with this. Jungle Gym is a very powerful location. This can do up to 7 damage because it does 1 damage plus another 6 for the other 6 beasts which are on the board, assuming you've got 6. That's 7 total. Obviously, you can't have 7 beasts on the board because then there won't be any room for the Jungle Gym. So that's actually not a bad keep, especially against aggro, where you can, let's say, if he's facing the mirror match, you know he's going to have a few tokens on the board. He might have a Nature Raptor, Scarab Keychain, or when it gets to the second proc of the Jungle Gym, you might have a Mother Duck, which he plays for tempo or something like that. You want to keep his board clean, so Jungle Gym's pretty good, so that's usually a keep. Patchwork Pals, value, not good in early. You need tempo early, so you don't want to keep this. Surprisingly, RC Rampage, which can summon 6/1/1s, or if there's like 5 spaces left, then there'll be 5/2/2s or 4/3/3s or 3/4/4s, etc. You want to get the sweet spot. You want to have 3 slots on your board taken up, so you end up having 4 minions summoned of these little pets. By the way, these pets are, I think they're mech beasts, so if you've got something which buffs up synergies, like other classes, then bear that in mind, because I had a game where that was actually quite important. I had this new 2-drop. Where is it? No, not that one. This one. At the end of your turn, give 1/1 to each friendly minion of a different type, which you can get with Scarab Keychain. But not all of your beasts are only beasts, as you see. Well, all my beasts are beasts, actually, but these are actually mech beasts. So you can get a tiny bit more value out of this. It's just a small thing to take into account there. Okay. So RC Rampage, ideally you have 3 minions or 3 slots taken, because that can be a dormant minion with Shepherd's Crook, or it can be a location. So if you've got 4 or 3 spaces left, that's the ideal usage of RC Rampage. Try playing around their removal. So if you know they've got an AoE which does 4 damage, then you're going to have to try getting this to 2 5/5s instead. It's a very annoying game against Demon Hunter, which you'll see on the stats later. The game I lost against Demon Hunter, where I played around it beautifully. I had 3 4/4s to play around his what's it called? The AoE, the fast spell, which does 2 damage. If he took damage this turn, then it would do an extra 1 damage. So that would mean the 4/4 survive. Unfortunately, he had a spell damage minion in his hand. I think what's the name of that spell damage minion? Yeah, the 1/1. I don't know where it's gone now. My daydream? Am I not seeing it? There it is. Blood Mage Thanos. He put that down, then he took damage. So that means his 2 then 1 became a 3 then 2. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. But otherwise, yeah, it's very flexible. You play around this where a lot of skill comes in this deck, working out how to use RC Rampage optimally. So that's basically your mulligan. Catcher of the Day, Dreamhound Raptor, RC Rampage, because we assume you're going to have a bit of a board to start off with. So especially if you've got a 1 and 2 drop or 1 and 3 drop, keep the RC Rampage and hope you can fill in the gaps, and then hopefully you'll get at least 5 2/2s. That's 5 2/2s is pretty respectable. You don't really want it for 6 1/1s unless you know for a fact they don't have an answer to a wide board of 1/1s. But most classes got something you can do against that. You want them a bit meatier. You don't want 6 stats, you want 10 stats at least, which is 5 2/2s. One big keep is Workhorse, because the sticky minion is a fantastic minion. And I would keep Shepherd's Crook for a similar reason as well. It gives you some stickiness on the board turn 3. And also because of this as well, remote control is very good, especially the mirror match, where let's say they've played a Scarab, so you can just kill the Scarab off, develop your own board at the same time, or can help you trade. Let's say you've got a Raptor with Divine Shield, they've got 3 cost, a 3 health minion. Trade in the Divine Shield with this, and finish it off with remote control. That leaves you 2/1 and a 1/1. Remember, even 1/1s are useful in this deck because later on you can buff them up, or you could use Jungle Gym. And also, if you've got other things which can buff, like painted Canvasaur, or even later in the game, you might have a Leok, which can give you an extra bit of damage on a wide board. So there's lots of ways of buffing up wide boards here. So you want to go as wide as you can. Then turn 4 or turn 3 on coin. No, turn 4 on coin or turn 5 without coin. You've got a massive threat if you've got wide board, and usually just wins the game If you manage to play this on 4 minions, then usually that's game over. Yeah, so those are the keeps. Catch a Day, Dreambound Raptor, I'd say Jungle Gym, Remote Control, Shepherd's Crook, Workhorse, anything else? And Rampage as well. If you think you're going to get a wide board, probably keep Painted Canvas. Or if you think you've got a good 1, 2, 3, and then turn 4, you'll be able to put another 2 cost minion down plus this. It's probably worth it. I wouldn't keep anything else because anything else is just value or buffs. You don't want to keep the buffs if you don't have anything to buff. Right. Fetch. Anything which has value, you want to postpone as much as you can. You want to use up your hand as much as you can. Prioritize the board. So fetch is not good early on, even though it's 1 mana. If you've got 1 mana left over, then obviously use it. But this is just drawing 2 minions. It's very powerful. Draw a minion if it's a beast. I've only got 1 non-beast, which is City Chief Escher. Some decks actually miss this out. This card, which makes effects. Fetch, 100% reliable. Otherwise, just use this when you've got 1 mana left over, or you're actually running out of cards to play. That's the same idea with the Scarab Keychain, really, because it's just a generator. So that's why you really should be keeping this new mulligan, unless you really think that you need to come on board with a 1/1, and you need to get a 2-drop. If you've got a very bad mulligan, let's say you've got 2 Supreme Dynamancies and a Scarab Keychain, then I would keep the Scarab Keychain because you don't want to risk all 3 of your cards not being playable. So at least you've got a turn 1, turn 2 guaranteed, even though it's suboptimal in terms of stats. Right, so the idea is flood the board. Ancient Raptor, this is an interesting card. So you can either gain 3 attack. I rarely do 3 attack. You can do it against a slow deck, which you know is not going to have early removal. That could be something like Warrior or possibly Priest. I'm not sure about Priest. But and another example is if you've got Murloc Paladin. Murloc Paladin, they play their turn 1 is a quest. Then you could get away with playing a 5/1 here because you really want to be able to kill them quickly before they start getting out of control. So 5/1 can actually be quite useful, and the Divine Shield and the Summon 2 plants not so effective against Murlocs because they'll generally have wide boards with stats pretty quickly. Otherwise, I like to take the Divine Shield because it gives me effectively 2 2/1s. If you're going against another hunter, I'd probably take Death Wrath and Summon 2 1/1 plants just so you've got something on board which can contest their low health minions. Similarly with any other class, you know they're going to have low health minions. Remember, a lot of our buffs, almost all our buffs, only work with beasts, except Esho, so that's not really relevant early. So the 2 1/1 plants are just literally going to be 2 1/1 plants. Whereas, at least if the Raptor survives, because the Divine Shield could buff it up. Canvassaur, play with ideally at least 3 minions on board. You can get away with 2 in rare circumstances. If you've got literally nothing else, you're a bit desperate. Play it even with 1. Play it with nothing on board, just like a what's it called? Tarantus, I can't remember what it's called. The neutral 3/2 beast in the original set. For those who remember that far back, I would really hesitate using it as a 3/2 by itself because it's got so much value later. It's so easy to get massive value out of it when you play a Rampage or a Mother Duck followed by the Canvassaur. So even if it risks not playing on board, I would still really hesitate playing this by itself. Padrock Pals, again, value, postpone it as much as you can, prioritize getting stuff on board. Ball of Spiders is just nice to fill up the board quickly, you know, as a filler turn, can help with Jungle Gym, um, and combine with Rampage or even Supreme Dynamancy for a board out of nothing, especially if you've gone past turn 5 without finishing. Workhorse again, sticky minions. This is a very nice minion. This Mother Duck can help control the board and also set up um, a mass buff with the little ducklings. Yep. And yet you wouldn't be going to face as much as you can unless you're facing a deck which can match you in terms of aggression, like Moloch Paladin. You want to be trading as much as you can there. Value trade, you want to keep your minions alive at least. So trading down to 1 health it shouldn't be a problem against things like Hunter or Murloc Paladin. Even against Demon Hunter, don't worry about that having 1 health, because that's usually enough to slow them down. And with these hyper aggressive mirror matches, you want to squeeze every mana crystal, every health of your minions that you can. Obviously, don't do it in a class which can easily ping. So against Death Knight, it might not be a good idea to have everything on 1 health. They could just pull out their location and just destroy your board easily. But besides that, you want to be maximizing workhorse, trade it in for something which is 1 attack. So you still got the 4/1 on board, and you start developing next to it. And hopefully by the time they kill it, you already have other minions on boards besides the two ones, which makes it harder for them to deal with the board. Yeah, you got to think about all these sorts of things in this deck. And of course, when you start running out, then you start using your value generators. And these are usually for finishers. Once you've got a semi-wide board, 3 or 4 minions, it's good to play these. The 2/2 is actually massive. It usually doubles, at least doubles the stats of any minion you've got on board, from 2/2s or 1/1s. Yeah, so it's a very powerful deck, and we can have a look at the actual stats now. Let's have a look. There we go. So as you see, we've got a 63% win rate. See the run I've been on today. 2 wins, a loss. Let's have a look at the beginning of the session. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing this afternoon basically. So we've got win, 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 loss, win, loss, win, 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 another win streak there, mini win streak there, loss, win, win, win. Yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With the mage, 14. So 14 games. 14 games. We've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that's approximately what's 4 out of 13. So it's about a 69% win rate this afternoon. So it's a very, very fast climb. All right, so yeah, that's this deck. Try it out. I know it might get annoying not being able to play the new decks or new archetypes, but just go back to the bread and butter if you actually want to climb. Beast Hunter, that's it. Nothing much more to say. Gets frustrating because this is meant to be a fun card game where you can play different things, but it seems that aggro is the only thing which is consistent at the moment. Either Beast Hunter or Demon Hunter. It's got Hunter in the name. Yeah, and you can risk other things, but nothing's going to be as efficient for climbing as Beast Hunter or Demon Hunter is. there aren't any other classes which match this at all. Right, so yeah, let's hope that the new mini set does something to the meta to make it a bit less stale. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, we'll probably be playing much more Battlegrounds. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.